Well, this is Silverbeet, Swiss Chard, if you like. I've got some rainbow beets growing in amongst normal beets as well. What I do is I use a lot of this fresh in stews and quiche, and you can even use it like a cabbage roll if you like. What I'm going to do is cut a fair bit of the leaves off because it will regrow again. This keeps feeding you. It's a magnificent vegetable, Silverbeet. So I'm going to cut a lot of these leaves off, and I'm going to preserve them by freezing. Right, I'm going to take a fair bit off, as you can with these. This is a cut and come back again vegetable. You've got to leave enough on the actual Silverbeet for it to regrow. If you look in here, you see it's already regrown. It goes from the centre outwards. So I'll be a little while. I'm going to keep cutting these, and I'll take them inside and show you how I preserve them. You can see I have clipped all of the Silverbeet, and you'll see all the regrowth that comes from the centre of the plant. They will grow back quite quickly. Now there's also a lot more light, which will improve growth as well. Next to the beetroot, which if you wanted to, you can use the leaves as well. Some people just grow beetroot for the greens. And that is what we have on the first cutting. And I've got to go and preserve that now. I'll show you how that's done. So that's all the leaves pulled off the stems. I'll just show you here. What I say by the stem is this central rib. All I've been doing is taking all the leaves off and left like that. This will be going to the chickens. Let's go and give it to them now. There's a heap of them. Let's go and feed the chooks. Here's one of the chickens. It'll take them long to find that. Right, we've got the steamer over a very large pot. Just going to put in a fair bit. We get 2 or 3 goes at doing this. Can't overstack it, but this shrinks down, as you'll see. It's going in the steamer, probably about 4, maybe 5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. And then when I'm going to finish that, I'll put more in, but I'll take this and put it into the sink in cold water, just to stop the cooking process. Right, it's been about 3 minutes, that's all that took. As you can see, reduces a lot. That straight into cold water. That'll stop the cooking process, and I'll keep going. Right, the second one's about to come out, but this first one's cooled down enough. It's going to put it in this colander to drain. After I've done it all, I shall drain all the moisture I can out of it, leave a little bit maybe, and then we'll chop it up and put it in some containers and put them in the freezer, as you'll see. Right, there goes the second batch. I've probably got a couple more to do. So that's all done, isn't it amazing? That's all, it's quite a lot in there, but that's all that's left from that huge pile of Silverbeet. I'm just squeezing out as much of it as I can. Now the reason I steam them is I believe if you just boil them, you take a lot more of the nutrients behind. This is my opinion, not a scientist, but by steaming you keep all the colour, and you certainly, I believe, keep more of the goodness that's in them. Right, I'm going to let that sort of drain and finish off for the next 20 minutes, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, that is the product. Not all the moisture's come out of it, a lot of it. Beautiful green colour. Now we're going to choppity-chop it, as I'll show you. Let's do half at a time. So, chop. The other way. I use this in stews, soups, casseroles, quiche. You can even, like I say, use the leaves a bit like cabbage, a bit more tender than cabbage, but you can use it to do a few things. Right, now I've got these ramekins which I'm going to use to freeze. So what I'm doing Still a bit of moisture in there. I'm not worried about that. Just a bit more. See, what I'm doing is putting portions that I will use. This portion would be one portion to go into a stew or a soup. And after it's frozen, I will put them into plastic Ziploc bags and use them when I need them. Let me finish all this off. I'm going to freeze them and then I'll show you what they look like when they're frozen. Alright, that's the end product. That's what it looks like. This one now I will put into Ziploc bags and use them when I need them. So that is how I preserve my silverbeet or spinach. Yum. Thanks for watching.